Hey guys, Sweetchins here, and if you've lately been following the whole Mayweather, Khan speculation thing, then you'll probably know that Mayweather and Khan isn't likely to happen. I know, it sucks. So Mayweather recently had a poll up saying who did his fans want him to fight next. It could either be Maidana or Amir Khan. And Amir Khan got 60% of the vote, so that should be the fight, right? No, it's not. Critics backlash at Mayweather saying, because I don't know, they just hate Khan, so they just said it'd be a terrible choice. He should not go through with it, and yeah, and now it looks like this fight's not going to happen. So it looks like the fight for Mayweather now is Maidana, which is, I don't know, to me, it's kind of boring. How many times have we seen Mayweather fight a guy like Maidana? So it's a good thing is Maidana's got a high knockout, power, so maybe he could land the lucky punch, but it seems very unlikely to happen. So Amir Khan even said that he's looking for a plan B now, because even he doesn't think the Mayweather fight's going to happen, which is, it really is a shame, because I was getting so hyped for that. But for some of you guys, that's fantastic news. But it's not all bad, because recently I've been reading up that Maidana was meant to fight Adrien Broner. It was a clause in their contract, and Adrien Broner, wanted a rematch. But if Maidana then fights Mayweather, then who's Broner going to fight? Guess who? That's right, Amir Khan. Them two might be fighting on the undercard of Mayweather and Maidana, which I would pay to see that fight. I wouldn't really care about the Mayweather one, but I'd pay to see Amir Khan versus Adrien Broner. So I'm not sure what would happen to what's his name, Maidana's WBA belt. Maybe I think he might have to vacate it, which doesn't really matter because Mayweather doesn't give a shit about belts. But he might have to vacate, and then Amir Khan Broner fight for the WBA welterweight belt, which that would be a really good matchup. I mean, I don't know if people are still saying Broner's like Mayweather now since what happened to him, but this is a good fight because Amir Khan, he still has to prove himself. I wouldn't say he's done that yet since, changing trainers and that. I do believe he can cause Mayweather problems, but for other people that don't really look into what he does, his training and that, then they might think he has no chance. So if he fights Adrien Broner, this could be a really good chance for him to make a statement to the world that he is the opponent Mayweather should be fighting. Because Broner's on a loss as well. He lost pretty badly to Marcus Maidana, and now if them two fight, then Broner's got to come up with his A game. He's got to put Amir Khan away, and Amir Khan's basically got to look good against Broner, because if it's not a good performance, then why would people want to see, Mayweather fight? It's a shame if they're still hyping Broner to be the next Mayweather. Then if Amir Khan looked really good against Broner, then people would be like, Amir Khan should fight Mayweather next. His style is good for him. Just how Maidana's done against Broner, because he beat Broner, everyone's thinking, oh yeah, let's get him with fucking Mayweather. Even though Broner's nothing like Mayweather. But that'd definitely be a fight we wouldn't see. That Khan was saying he might fight in April or something, late April, or it'd be the May date that was meant to fight Mayweather. But Broner was meant to have his rematch in April, so maybe them two will fight in April, I don't know, or they'll fight in May. But it's not definite that them two will fight, but there's bloody hope so, because I think that would be a really, really good match. I'd want Khan to win that. I think Khan's got a good style. You can't put the guy down. He's exciting to watch. And we'd get to see if Khan's chin is holding up. He's been sparring Andre Ward and other light heavyweights, super middleweights, and he says he's taking good shots and his chin's holding up. To be honest though, you shouldn't really be taking shots, you should be trying to avoid them, but it's good if your chin's holding up, then that's good. Because everyone was saying Mayweather would knock Khan out, which, don't remember, Mayweather hits harder than people think. It's just that he doesn't go for the kill. He's just cautious about him getting caught himself. So yeah, if Khan, that would make the fight bigger, to be honest, because Mayweather's going to fight twice this year, so maybe then September. So if Khan does fight Broner, beats Broner, and Mayweather beats Maidana, that will hype the fight up a lot more to say Mayweather Khan is the next fight. And Though Mayweather could be clever about this, he'd make a lot more money because the fight would hype up like mad. But Khan has to get through Broner, because if he doesn't, they're saying Broner has to fight Mayweather, even though Broner's been like, I'll never fight Mayweather, he's my big brother. But that's the thing, he's always said he'd never fight him, but everyone's saying you got to, and Broner wanted to redeem himself against Maidana, but now Mayweather's taken that away from him. Because now if Mayweather beats Maidana and then Broner fights Maidana and beats him, everyone will be like, yeah, but he was already beat by Mayweather, so it doesn't matter. So either way, he's kind of fucked out this deal as well. Yeah, maybe then he'll have resentment to Mayweather. So, but that wouldn't be an interesting fight to me. He copies Mayweather, but he's nowhere near as good. Come on. Yeah, basically this is like, either way for me, for Broner, it's kind of career ending, because if he loses against Khan, then where the hell does he go from here? He'll have to drop down weight, go back to being a lightweight or something, and using his bigger size against people. But with the rise of people like Terence, what's his name? Terence Crawford? He's going to fight Ricky Burns. He's meant to be really talented. So, you know, he might have to fight guys like that. And if he goes down to light welterweight, then he's got Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, all them kind of guys. So he's kind of trapped. And if he does win the fight against Khan, people will still be like, yeah, but we all knew Khan didn't have a chin, or Khan was never that great. And then if he fights Mayweather and loses, they'll be like, he wasn't the next Mayweather, because he'll get schooled. He will get absolutely schooled in that fight. And then it's kind of like, where's he shouldn't never fight Mayweather, because it'll be a loss on his record. So basically he's in a dodgy zone right now. But anyway, in that fight, I think Khan could do Broner. He's so flat-footed, and Khan is so fast. He's faster than Mayweather, definitely. So if he can just hit and move, and he has got power. He knocked down Marcus Maidana. Broner couldn't do that. I know you say he's not the same fighter, but come on, he kind of is. He just adds a bit more jabs and whatnot. But you know, if he could knock Broner out, put him out, then that is a statement and a half to make. If he can do that, then the Mayweather fight is on. Or, to be honest, this could all just be some massive ruse by Mayweather just to get psychologically in the mind of Khan, and he's going to fight him, but he's just messing around with him at the moment. We just, you know, Mayweather's like, he's always doing shit like this, but we just don't know, because we're in, like, it's coming up to March soon, and this fight's meant to be in May, so there's not a lot of time to promote this now. It's been going on for a while, this debate, like before Christmas, and now we don't know who's going to fight at the moment, so he better get his case on and hurry up. But yeah, anyway, Khan wants to make a statement, because he did state he still wants to fight Mayweather. That's the perfect way to beat Adrien Broner in style. Then you've proved the critics wrong, because Broner, he is good, don't get me wrong, he's just not Mayweather, as simple as that. So if he can beat Broner, then basically he should have his golden ticket to fight Mayweather next. He should prove he's worthy of it. Poor Broner is just getting used to a fucking battering ram to see if they can fight Mayweather, but you know Broner could win that, and you know, it's have to wait and see. But if it's on the undercard of Mayweather Maidana, if they do fight, I'll pay to see it. If it's not on the undercard, then I probably won't watch them. I won't pay to watch the Mayweather fight, because it's kind of predictable. Obviously boxing's unpredictable sport and anything can happen, but it's kind of predictable what will happen, so probably won't buy that. Whereas Khan versus Broner, I think that is a very exciting matchup right now. One thing Khan's got to do if he does beat Broner, or whoever he fights, just don't get cocky, because when he was going to fight Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson and that, he was really looking ahead to Mayweather. Just focus on the opponent in front of you, and don't get cocky by saying Mayweather's chicken and that. Just, you know, keep in the zone, don't get stressed out trying to smash guys away, because your style, you should be able to keep away from these guys without getting hit, and just, even if you win by points, you know, just win. Don't start becoming arrogant and stuff, thinking you can just beat Mayweather, because I do believe he has a chance against Mayweather, but just remain humble, and I think the public will support him.